How to make so much money with YouTube automation that it feels illegal. Now, this is a different style of content. This is about to be probably, and I will say this with like certainty, I've made a bunch of videos on this channel going over YouTube automation, Snapchat, everything. This video has the most potential, it has the most scalability, and it's going to be the highest quality video I've ever produced in terms of value. The things you're going to learn are going to revolutionize what you know about content creation. Now, you might be saying, well, why did you take so long to make this video? And it's because I wanted to make sure I knew everything about this certain, because it's sort of a new space, this AI space in ultra long form content. Now, I really wanted to know everything there was to know, and I'm pretty confident that I do now. So without further ado, let's get into it. This video will cover everything long form related. Now watch me do it. Now, first off, what is ultra long form? As you guys know, normal YouTube niches have about a $3 to $5 RPM, if we're being relative. Ultra long form has an RPM of upwards of $30 to even $45, and that's not just a guesstimate, that's certain. I've showed off this channel previously, The Storyteller. These guys post like true scary stories, and they're literally just funneling to the exact same audience, but their videos, you might notice, are 4 hours long. And on these videos, you might see this and be like, yeah, well, they're getting 15K views a video, they're not making that much. If we check their views, they're doing 900,000 views a month, so let's just say 1 million views a month. 1 million times, and by the way, their RPM is $39. They are doing $39,000 every single month off of this one channel, but it gets even crazier because there are some people doing this exact same thing at scale and making millions across multiple channels. Now, the reason why this was never possible prior to now was because, we didn't have AI that could make content without human intervention, because making a 4-hour video is not easy. That's something that takes a lot of time, a lot of work, and a big team. Nowadays, and I will say this to you guys because as you know, I am entirely transparent with everything I say, you can make one of these videos in probably less than 15 minutes. And this is probably the best niche. I'd say it's even better than, a short form niche, especially for capital, because you can spend less than $5 a video and make 4-hour content, which you only need 500 views to break even on. It is ridiculous. Now, here are some examples of mega ultra long content that I would recommend you guys getting into. Now, you might see it right here. Fallen King, It's Safe Here Traveler. It's like a very cozy medieval music channel. Now, you might be saying, well, yeah, Blake, but they're not making money. Music isn't monetized because you're just stealing content. Now, what if I told you every single one of these videos is monetized with an RPM of upwards of $35 to $40? You'd probably say I was lying, but as I'm going to show you in this video, you can use AI to make music now, and you completely own the rights. Obviously, it's a bit unmoral, but it's legal and it's completely fine, and you will never get copyrighted for it. What these guys do is they simply post videos like A Warrior Must Rest, and they just have really chill lo-fi music on top. So let me go ahead and just give you an idea of it. Literally just lo-fi with one stable image. Now, what I'm going to show you in today's video will work for anything. There are niches like this in the space niche, in the history niche, in the scary stories niche. This one specifically, I think, has a lot of not only longevity. You guys can see they've done about 5.6 million views. And by the way, they only started about 7 months ago. So in half a year, they have done, let's say a $30 RPM. They have done 168,000 bloody dollars. And guys, I know it sounds crazy, but I have never, and I've also want to say, I have a few of these starting up right now that are already performing okay. Now guys, I want to emphasize how easy this is. It has never been this easy. I'm going to show you exactly how to make these videos. Now, firstly, one more thing, discord.gg/1%. If you ever need help, finding a niche, you have any questions regarding retention, swipe rate, absolutely anything. It's a free public community that I've made, and thousands of you guys are in there just helping each other. So if you want to join that, go ahead and join that right here. But yes, let me go ahead and just teach you guys how to make this content. Now, the tool that I use to make these sort of medieval pixel art thumbnails, which is pretty similar to what we were sort of looking at before. And by the way, this took me a long time to find because ChatGPT was not good enough to make sort of the thumbnail style that I wanted. So I was looking around for a very long time, and I finally landed. And by the way, not sponsored. This is just me sharing you guys the source. Now, I found a site called FluxPro. I was able to make really good medieval art that I can then put there. Obviously, just move the flames a little bit and give it a bit of ambiance. That is just a looped image. We put this image on loop for 3 hours straight. Now, let me go ahead and show you my folder with all my thumbnails saved that I've just made to give you guys an idea. Now, right here, guys, I've gone ahead and made it. It's called Medieval Channel Thumbnail. I've essentially gone and used AI to make me a crap ton of thumbnails that are really, really good. But just stop for a sec, guys. Look at this and tell me this is not fucking crazy. Sorry for my language, but have a look. You could be like, rest here, traveler, ... Time, it's safe now. You could make so many ambiance, medieval content with all of these thumbnails that I've gone ahead and made. And FYI, these work. This isn't just, a guess. A lot of these are extremely high quality. And I would go as far as to say that stuff like this could really work on ultra long form, similar to how this guy has done it. So you would simply package it like, rest now, traveler. It's safe here, right? If I go ahead and look that up, I'm sure there's a bunch. Yeah, right here, chill cartoon vibes. This is one of the people that I actually took inspiration from to teach people how to, to make those thumbnails and do everything. This guy here is doing about, on average per month, he's doing 2.3 million views with an RPM of about $30. This guy's doing 70,000 USD every single month off of this one channel. You guys can see, look at his titles. It's safe here. You may rest now. Rest, traveler. You deserve it. Now, this all sounds great, right? But how do I actually make the content? So I've shown you how to do the thumbnails. If you want to go back to that, this is my prompt. It's just like a massive little prompt that I wrote out. But yes, use these, guidance, everything like that. But how do I actually make the music? How do I package it? How do I execute this to actually generate me $50,000 to $100,000 a month? Now, you can use any software to make the music. I personally used Suno. A lot of you guys might know it. I'm not sponsored once again. It's just, an AI site that I use to do this. You can essentially go here. I'll show you the prompt that I used, right here. So this is the prompt that I used. Just a cozy medieval lo-fi track, 50 beats per minute with a lute, right? I would just train it a little bit. You can obviously, it doesn't cost much money. I think you can even just keep using new accounts. And I was actually able to make pretty good music. I mean, let me go ahead and play this so you guys can get an idea of the type of sounds I was able to create in literally 5 seconds. So that's like really chill lo-fi music. That is the exact same thing that these other people are doing. Now, I want to funnel back into this later, but let me go ahead and explain why this niche is so untapped and so ridiculously profitable. By the way, guys, I want to emphasize, I don't sell a course, and this is probably going to be the most value bomb video I've ever made. I have never seen a niche this insane, and I know a lot of you guys like to hate and say you've never made money, this is all a cap. This is not cap. This is insane. And if you execute this correctly, you could be doing 50K a month within the next 2 months. I swear to God, I'm not lying. Swear to God, let me grab my chain out. Just so you guys know, I am very, very Christian, but I swear to God, this is something that is insanity. Next thing, longevity. This niche will never, ever, ever die. For example, these chill cartoons, what you do and what the storyteller has actually done is builds up a recurring audience. Now, as you guys know, the RPM is insanely high on this content because they're simply placing an ad every 10 seconds and people listen to this to fall asleep, to study, and all different kinds of things. Now, no, they're not actually getting an ad given to them every 10 seconds. What I mean by that is on YouTube Studio specifically, you can set an ad slot. So essentially how often you want ads. And by setting it to 10 seconds, 10 seconds throughout a 4-hour video, there's a Chrome extension to do it. It's called YouTube Ad Placer. You can essentially, it'll play an ad as often as YouTube will allow, drastically increasing your RPM. So that's sort of how they structure it. But as I was saying, you build up a recurring audience. So even though these guys are only getting they're never really having outliers where they're getting extremely high views, all these views are recurring people. So as you build up a channel like this, you will have all of those initial, whether it be 30 to 40,000 viewers consistently coming back. Now, if you're getting 30,000 viewers, which might not seem like a lot, but you have an RPM of $30, that's $900 a video. If you're posting daily, you're making, $30,000 a month. And that's presuming you don't have scalability. In this storyteller niche, all the videos are the same, henceforth that they don't really have any scalability because they can't really get outliers. Whereas a niche like this, chill cartoon vibes, they have some videos that get like 860K views. 3 weeks ago, you're tired, get some rest, traveler. As you guys can see, that was made in the same thumbnail style that I was showing you guys just before. That's why longevity is a huge factor, and that's also one of the things that I always push, whether it's in my one-on-one mentorship, whether it's in my Discord server with all of you guys. We need to do a channel that has longevity and will not die out. Next thing is evergreen views. Now, this is probably the single most insane thing. Evergreen views, you guys know what this is. On an ultra high RPM, evergreen views will generate generational wealth. On this channel I was showing you guys before, Chill Cartoon Vibes, I'm going to do a bit of an experiment. Let's head over to their videos and let's filter up by trending in the last 24 hours. Let's go ahead and see which one of their videos are getting views, and as you guys see right here, the videos from 3 weeks ago, FYI, these guys are a very new channel, hence why they don't really have too many evergreen videos, but what I mean by this is even these videos from 3 weeks ago are still getting 30,000 views every single day. Now, the value of this is, if you have 10 of those videos that are even just getting 5,000 views a day, that's an extra 50,000 views a day. You're going to be getting consistently evergreen for the rest of time or until that video starts to drizzle out. But as you guys will see, when you are experimenting with long form, you can get views very, very consistently on old videos. I have a few friends that do super long content. This is one of my very, very close friends. We talk all the time. Gamers React. His channel is very dead now. It doesn't look active, right? But his most popular videos are extremely ultra long form. Right here, for example, top 2,000 unluckiest moments in Minecraft. 1 hour 30 video. This video still gets him thousands and thousands of views a day, and I believe he's still making like 40k a month off this channel just because of those ultra long form evergreen views. Now, this is one of the reasons why this wasn't as possible previously. You would need to pay for the work. You would need to get everything made. Nowadays, once we generate songs with 100% AI and we generate the image, we simply compile it, put some little nice effects, and make it 4 hours long, export the video, and upload. You could genuinely, and I mean this 1,000%, you could make 30 videos in one day, all 4 hours long, just spamming if you really grinded. You schedule all of them for every other day. That's 2 months worth of uploads finished. Guess what? You don't look at it. You just press, obviously, you're going to want to monetize it when you reach the requirements. But other than that, you don't need to do anything, and you will be guaranteed for that channel to succeed, presuming you make the right the right thumbnails and the right packaging and the right titles. But it has never been this easy. Now, this is probably the value that I think is the most present in this niche. Save all content in a vault, consistently repurpose and reuse. So back to this folder that I made for the medieval channel that I was showing you guys. I have a little music folder where I just put 3, right? Most of these songs in this music niche are about 7 minutes long per song, so per track. So on average, you would need probably about 50 to 60 songs of video. But the thing is, there is no chance that any of these guys are going to notice if you just keep reusing the same 100 songs. So once even if you want to take this a step further, go ahead and just make 500 songs. Have them all saved in the vault in that specific format you want and just keep reusing them. Keep spamming the same ones, switch it up a little bit, maybe have like a sort of setup where you do like 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, and then just reuse them and mix and match. Or, if you aren't lazy like me, just go ahead and create new ones every video. But this is probably where I see the most value, right? Imagine having a backlog of 700 songs in your folder that you own the rights to. This is all your content. You have free use to do whatever you like with it. You post those songs, you're getting monetized, you're getting consistent views, and you're spanning this across 3, 4, even 5 channels. You were sitting on literally, no word of a lie, upwards of $100,000 every single month in pure profit because there's zero expenses minus, the music thing, like to generate the AI music, and obviously the thumbnails, which is like $5 a month. So this is probably, I have a lot of people ask me, well, I have no money, I'm broke, I don't even have $100 to my name to really get into this. This is cheaper than short form. Like, as crazy as it sounds, 4-hour content like this that people use to sleep and study to, that is cheaper to do than short form content for $5 a video. Now that funnels back into the final point I want to make. Expenses are essentially $0. Now, outside of, paying for the AI music, which might be $35 a month, and for your thumbnails, which might be $10 a month, you don't have a single other expense. You can funnel content. You can pump out content on an infinite scale using those pre-existing setups. 3 months down the line, once you already have a backlog of music, you can completely cut off that music deal and just reuse that 2,000 library that you have of your own personalized songs. But yes, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you learned something because I've never given away this much pure value in one video before. Go ahead and join my public Discord server. It's discord.gg/1% if you want me to review your channel, you need any help or anything like that. And go ahead if you are interested in my one-on-one consulting, or as other people like to say, mentorship program. That's blakeryan.co. Once again, that's super high ticket, so only reach out if you are ready to scale to 20, 30k a month. But yes, guys, without further ado, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all later. Peace out. Best of luck to you all.